Welcome to the project economy. The term project economy was branded by the Project Management Institute in 2019. In the project economy, people have the skills and capabilities they need to turn ideas into reality, and organizations deliver value to stakeholders through successful completion of projects, delivery of products, and alignment to value streams. Project team members are encouraged to grow their social skills to work inside cohesive synergetic teams. Project managers perform servant leadership. PMO promotes agile methods. Projects are the mechanism to deliver value inside organizations. If you review the campaign video at https://bit.ly/welcome_project_economy, you can notice how the 9 values, collaboration, determination, change, innovation, teamwork, outcomes, growth, vision and community, are represented as if the project economy was entirely devoted to young people collaborating on projects. That is not correct. Project economy is embracing not just young people but all contributors in projects, especially top managers who have the vision on business value and are focused on benefits realization. Apple is a great example of the project economy, by transforming ideas into products since late 90s. Apple became a market leader thanks to 6 successful projects: the Macintosh project, the iMac project, the iPod project, the iPhone project, the iPad project, and the Apple Watch project. It is also a great example of the role of a CEO in the project economy. Steve Jobs saved Apple applying project portfolio management. When he returned to Apple, he prioritized the valuable projects and canceled the non-value ones. He started good practices in project portfolio management. Good projects delivered good products. Apple transformed into a projectized organization. Apple counted always with good engineering teams, but project teams alone could not make the difference. Project portfolio management and great leadership made the real difference. Project economy is not just about young people collaborating on project teams. What should be the role of a top manager in the project economy? For a CEO, for instance, a project is just a means to get a product, service, or result. But he or she is more interested in operation management than in project management. How should they behave in the project economy? Should they blindly trust on self-organized teams? Are they allowed to ask for completion dates, or final budgets, or direct margin? In agile projects. In PMPeople, top managers use some premium roles like functional manager, requester, portfolio manager and program manager, and some free roles like sponsor and stakeholder. These 6 roles can use more than 50 use cases. PM Square proposes similar roles like appropriate governance body, project owner, business manager and the business implementation group. Top managers are really needed in the project economy. Let's analyze what they are supposed to do. The 3 management types can be represented sequentially. Project management stands between demand and operations management. Last project phases may overlap with operations management. Projects frequently include services setup and go-live commissioning and first operations follow-up. At initial project phases usually meet demand management. Project planning efforts are devoted to rationalizing the go/no-go decision. Project management initiation processes guide us on how to manage a project, even before it is approved. Large projects can be split into sequential phases. On each closure stage gate, a decision needs to be made to continue or stop the project. Any project or phase can be managed by applying the 5 process groups: initiating, planning, executing, monitoring/controlling, and closing. At any project or phase, we can produce documents for the business case, the project charter, the project plan, deliverables, and product transition to operations. Intensive planning is only advisable when most requirements are clear since the very beginning of project or phase. This is the case for predictive projects. Other projects are approved despite most requirements are not clear. They are called adaptive or agile projects. Detailed requirements are elaborated progressively, via continuous collaboration with certain stakeholders. But in each case, managers want operations management better than project management. They want projects to finish to start real business. They see projects as cost sources. Let's say Apple is running the project to produce the next version of the iPhone. What is the major concern of Apple top managers? They can only complain of how much the project is costing. While the project is on execution, only negative cash flows are produced. Apple accountants take the project as investments consuming resources, paying third-party services, buying assets, expenses, etc. Apple gets positive cash flows after starting operation phase. There will be operation expenditures in factories and stores, but also sales and revenues. Then Apple will be able to validate the business case and make sure that they get the return on investment within the approved time frame. Managers do not have the time to control each task and document. Besides, project documents updated do not mean that projects are going to success or deliver value. Managers want project management improvement, for sure. However, chances are they have suffered bad experiences when improving project management by subcontracting a consulting firm, or by making their teams take a training course, etc. Project management improvement is hard when it comes from outsiders. Managers are aware that project management improvement should be developed internally. Managers delegate project management to a professional project manager because they need somebody accountable to achieve the project management goals, mainly those related to schedule and cost management. From a financial perspective, above all things, projects need to finish on time and on budget. Indeed, project management is a profession on the rise, according to author Antonio Nieto Rodriguez in his book The Project Revolution: How to Succeed in a Project-Driven World. The number of individuals working in project-based roles will increase from 66 million in 2017 to 88 million in 2027. The value of economic activity worldwide that is project-oriented will grow from $12 trillion in 2013 to $20 trillion in 2027. Companies will employ more and more project management professionals, devoted 100% to manage projects. Project manager professionals are aimed to achieve the project management goals. For that, they need three kinds of skills. Technical project management skills. Professional project managers need to apply a variety of technical skills in order to meet the project management goals of schedule, cost, scope, quality, procurement, etc. Most of all these techniques are already invented. Good practices can be found in the project management standards, the performing organization, or asking directly to a colleague. In other words, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Leadership skills. In order to close the project successfully, stakeholders should meet or exceed their expectations. For that, you need to manage stakeholder engagement continuously. You reap just what you sow. On the other hand, you need the project team to be a cohesive and synergetic team, focused on getting things done in a collaborative environment. You need to be a good leader. Strategic and business management skills. You also need to report performance periodically in front of a steering committee. You need them engaged on project decision-making. Additionally, you need to know about the business environment and the strategic business plans. Project managers should be proficient in predictive and agile project management. In predictive projects, those which follow a waterfall life cycle, most requirements can be agreed beforehand. If requirements are set, we can set the scope to estimate cost, schedule, etc., and finally we can get a detailed project plan, which can be used as a baseline to compare actual performance so that we can take corrective actions to meet the project management goals. In agile projects, project planning is usually done the other way around than in a predictive project. In a predictive project, requirements are elaborated first, in order to set the project scope. Later on, we plan schedule and cost, etc., producing finally the project plan. A management model based on planning is followed. On the contrary, in an agile project, we can set the time frame the business can wait to have the product done, let's say 18 months, for instance. We can easily calculate the cost for a stable agile team of 8 people, for example. On the other hand, we need to estimate scope progressively, with the continuous engagement of stakeholders. We follow a value-driven project management model. The agile project will fail if the stakeholders do not get along, they do not attend to demonstrations or refinements meetings, they do not resolve impediments, etc. And predictive projects usually follow 4 phases. Initiating. The organization debates whether the project must be done or not. If so, the sponsor approves it and signs a document called the project charter. Planning. A project management plan is developed by the project management team develops, with the help of experts. The project plan will serve as a reference to execute and control the project. Some predictive projects practice progressive elaboration planning, that is, the plan is being versioned as better information is known, but normally the project plan is quite stable, as is usually the case in engineering or construction projects. Executing is designed to execute the plan. Controlling aims to periodically monitor performance, taking corrective actions if needed to meet the project management goals. Closing. Once all the deliverables have been accepted by the client, formal closing is followed, and product, service or result is transitioned to the requesting organization. Agile projects do not distinguish a separate planning phase. Since requirements are not clear, continuous iteration with stakeholders is needed to progressively discover value. The execution phase is divided into time boxes called releases, which usually last about 3 months. At the end of each release, a product that will be used by the stakeholders is transferred. Features included in a release are progressively elaborated. Each release is broken down into other time boxes called iterations, usually taking 2 weeks. At the end of each iteration, in a face-to-face meeting, the development team demonstrates the features to stakeholders, who provide immediate feedback. Agile project managers must know in depth how you work on an Agile project, roles, ceremonies, artifacts, etc. They must be servant leaders, promote value orientation, etc. Tools and techniques depend on the Agile framework used. Scrum teams have the following roles. Product owner is responsible for maximizing the value of the product resulting from work of the development team. The product owner is the sole person responsible for managing the product backlog, which is a prioritized list of requirements, user stories, features, epics, etc. Development team consists of professionals who do the work of delivering a potentially releasable increment of done product at the end of each iteration. Development team shows a product increment at the iteration review. Only team members create the increment. Team members break features down into technical tasks and manage them in the iteration backlog. They self-organize to deliver value at the end of each iteration. Agile Coach is responsible for promoting and supporting Agile methods as defined, helping everyone understand theory, practices, rules, and values. The coach is a servant leader for the development team, helping everyone understand which of their interactions with the development team are helpful and which aren't, and helping change these interactions to maximize the value created by the development team. Customers are the stakeholders that must provide directions to get the value. They are considered to be part of the Agile team, but their level of commitment is lower. Regarding large Agile teams, there are frameworks to get the work done by several Agile teams when they need to build a product. Synchronizations are needed among team increments at the end of each iteration, summing up in what is called a program increment. Usually, each program increment consists of 5 iterations, each iteration taking 2 weeks. A program can deliver a product by coordinating several projects. The resulting large team summing up the different Agile teams is called Agile Release Train, including from 50 to 125 team members. Scaling up, we can have enterprise solutions involving several Agile release trains and also external suppliers. Portfolio managers can include projects and programs in their portfolios. Outsourced projects can be managed via procurement management. Key aspects in portfolio management are prioritization, financial analysis, business cases, capacity management, etc. Team members usually get organized in communities of practice, centers of excellence, etc. Managers should know that project management control occurs at 2 levels. Project managers should control the low-level details by following individual tasks of team members. Project managers should summarize performance at the level of work packages. Project steering committees should keep the project performance analysis on that level of work package. To manage scope properly, the project should be decomposed down to work packages. Work packages can be found at the lowest level of the work breakdown structure diagram. Cost and duration are properly estimated and managed at the work package level. Professional project managers are familiar with schedule management terminology. In order to control the project schedule, project managers control dates at the work package level. Precisely, they control 3 couples of dates for each work package. Baseline start and baseline finish tell us the committed dates for start and finish. Actual start and actual finish keep record for the actual start and finish dates. Start and finish are used to keep our best estimates of start and finish. They need to be updated whenever we have a better knowledge. When actual dates are updated, then you need to copy those values here. For instance, if an activity has started already, then it must have a value for actual start. That same value needs to be copied to start. It makes no sense if estimates are different from actuals. Again, project managers can control cost performance to measure cost variance so far and cost variance at completion. They can apply the standard for earned value management to do so. Projectized organizations group projects into business units, programs, and portfolios. Projects can be grouped inside programs and portfolios. Let's review the definitions. A project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. Projects can be managed individually or grouped by programs or portfolios. A program is defined as a group of related projects managed in a coordinated way to obtain benefits and control not available from managing them individually. A portfolio refers to a collection of projects, programs, sub-portfolios and other work that are grouped together to facilitate effective management of that work to meet strategic business objectives. See the example above with 8 projects included in 3 business units, some of them belonging to 2 programs and 2 portfolios. Projects may belong 0 or 1 programs, and also to 0, 1 or several portfolios. At the same time, any program may be included in 0, 1 or many portfolios. Figure above shows some projects belonging to no program, projects 7 and 8, or just one program, project 1. Projects can also belong to no portfolio, just one portfolio or many of them. For instance, projects 1 and 2 are components of portfolios 1 and 2. Professional project management roles can be separated in two sides. Demand management, people who propose projects and monitor performance. Supply management, people who use human and material resources to execute projects. There are 11 different roles to collaborate professionally on project management. Let's define demand management roles. Project stakeholders are the people who may affect, be affected by, or perceive themselves to be affected by decisions, activities, or outcomes of projects. Stakeholders are on the demand side because they need to monitor project performance to make sure it will meet their expectations. Project requesters are the people who ask for new projects inside the performing organization. They work to get projects approved, follow progress, and collaborate to get it done. Requesters are on the demand side because they need to monitor project performance to make sure it will meet the business goals. Project sponsors are the people who provide resources and support for the project and are accountable for enabling success. Sponsors are on the demand side because they need to monitor project performance to guide strategic decisions. Functional managers are the people with management authority over a business unit. Any project belongs to one business unit. If several business units collaborate on the same project, one of them should be leading. Functional managers are on the demand side because they need to monitor project financial performance. Mainly, people inside the project management office, PMO, are the people who standardizes the project-related governance processes and facilitates the sharing of resources, methodologies, tools, and techniques. PMO people are on the demand side because they need to initiate projects and then monitor project performance. PMO role can see all projects and resources inside the organization. PMO has access to all features available for PM on each project, but also some other specific features. Supportive PMO are the people who provide a consultative role and assist project managers on their day-to-day activity, especially those related to data recording and reporting. Supportive PMO are on the demand side because, for the purposes or the PPM tool, they can do the same functions as the PMO role, but only for the projects they assist. Supply management roles are: portfolio managers are the people assigned by the performing organization to establish, balance, monitor, and control portfolio components in order to achieve strategic business objectives. Portfolio managers are on the supply side because they are accountable for strategic plan execution and strategic goals achievement. Program managers are the people authorized by the performing organization to lead the team or teams responsible for achieving program objectives. Program managers are on the supply side because they are accountable for benefit delivery throughout the whole lifecycle of the program or product. Project managers are the people assigned by the performing organization to lead the team that is responsible for achieving the project objectives. Projects can be managed individually or grouped by programs or portfolios. Any project belongs to one business unit. If several business units collaborate on the same project, one of them should be leading. Project managers are on the supply side because they are accountable for the project conclusion, achieving the project management goals of schedule, cost, funding, scope, quality, expectations met, value delivered, etc. Resource managers are the people with management authority over a resource pool. They are responsible to manage team members inside the pool. Resource managers are on the supply side carrying out functions like hiring, professional development, training, incentive policies, leave management, absences, etc. Team members are the people who support the project manager in performing the work of the project to achieve its objectives. Team members are on the supply side because they do the actual work in projects. PM Square project governance model separates project management in two sides. Requester side, also referred to as the client side, includes the roles belonging to the requester organization where the solution will be delivered, such as the project owner, the business manager and business implementation group. Provider side includes the project roles that develop and implement the solution, i.e. the solution provider, the project manager, and the project core team. PM Square follows a project lifecycle model with 4 phases. Project phases are: initiating, planning, executing and closing. Phase outputs are: project charter, project handbook, project work plan, project deliverables, and project end report. Phase gates approvals are named as: request for planning, to move from initiating to planning phase; request for execution, to move from planning to executing phase, and request for closing, to move from executing to closing phase. Organization selling projects, requester roles are taken by the salespeople managing the sales life cycle. Similarly, in client organizations, requesters are the people responsible for asking for projects. PMPeople helps requesters manage requests, also known as idea, initiatives, commercial bids, proposals, demands, investments, etc. Likewise, project managers manage projects. Requesters can label a request as proposed if it is not yet won or approved, in progress, and closed. But sometimes, requests are set on hold, waiting for a better moment to decide. When a request is lost or not approved, it can be labeled as rejected. In a symmetric way, project managers can see that the project is not approved if it is in initiating state. When the project is approved, two states can be distinguished: planning state when resource or budget utilization is not allowed and executing state otherwise. When a project is set to closing state, timesheets or expenses are not allowed anymore. Finally, when a project is archived, project data cannot be updated anymore. The states of both objects, requests, and projects follow these correspondences. A proposed or on hold request corresponds to an initiating project. A planning or executing project corresponds to an in-progress request. A closing or archived project corresponds to an enclosed request. A rejected request corresponds to an archived project. PMPeople is a collaborative tool to manage projects professionally. There are plenty of collaborative tools to manage tasks, messages, notes, videos, files, emails, etc. Apart from these, project management professionals need tools to manage projects professionally, not simply as task coordination, but as a proactive management activity aimed to finish projects on time, on budget, on quality, anticipating problems, engaging stakeholders, enhancing governance, tracking team and procurement activity, etc. Methods and standards like PMBOK, Prince2, PM Square, etc. tell us what to do to manage projects professionally. PMPeople is properly a PPM tool. PPM stands for Project Portfolio Management. Some PPM product examples are Microsoft Project Server, Clarity, Primavera, PlanView, SAP PPM, etc. Most of them are not free, they are not usable on mobile devices, and they don't integrate with other tools. From a functional perspective, they do not effectively implement the professional project management standards. They lack basic features like work packages, scope and cost baselines, performance reviews on different status dates, etc. They do not distinguish among the different roles in project management. They have not been designed for mobile project management. PMPeople is aimed to fill these gaps. We describe the two business models, B2C, business to consumer, for people, B2B, business to business, for organizations. Most PMPeople users start for free, managing their projects in the organization PMPeople. They can also manage programs and portfolios. All features are included, except for the PMO role. Our income here comes from advertising. Many users keep here forever. Virality is our main goal here, but also gathering data related to project performance as a basis for future evolutions on business intelligence or artificial intelligence. If users need to keep project management activity under a separate organization, not the shared PMPeople, any user can create a premium organization. Users can create as many premium organizations as they need. Anytime, any user follows these steps. When users sign up, they start as free. They only see the free organization PMPeople, including some demo projects and with some roles enabled. They can manage their projects in business units, invite other users to collaborate on management, invite team members to assign them work, approve timesheets and expenses, etc. Users can keep free usage forever. Anytime, users can unsubscribe PMPeople and leave. Admin user will manage the business units. If no other user has taken this function, users can create a new organization, moving projects from PMPeople or as empty. Trial period of 20 days is started. If time is up and no payment is made, or trial is cancelled voluntarily, then all data is moved to free organization PMPeople. If premium seats are paid, premium mode is started. Organization owners pay for premium seats. Users with more than one role count as one seat. Yearly payments save 2 months. Renewal is due when paid period is over, minimum amount as of premium seats in use. In the middle of a period, more seats can be added, amount calculated as proportional until the end of the ongoing period. Anytime, projects can be reverted to the free organization PMPeople. 4 roles are always free: stakeholders, sponsors, team members and resource managers. Ads are not shown in premium organizations. Members can easily manage the organization's specifics, departments, portfolios, programs, clients, sellers, calendars, reports, etc. Other important premium benefits are: organization owner can manage users and roles. Members can use the PMO role to access and manage all projects in all business units, and all team members of all resource pools. Organization owner can set the reliable seal on, so that status reports are secured and stored in blockchain. Members can interact with the PMPeople support team through a live chat. Projectized organizations should implement collaborative project management based on Agile principles, empowering people collaborating on project management. Project status reporting is also a key success factor in the project economy. Regularly, on each review date, project performance is analyzed, and corrective or preventive actions are taken, making more projects meet management goals. Each project is followed by many stakeholders, and they can request changes and provide feedback easily. Project managers provide regular updates to stakeholders, sponsors, engaging committee members when corrective actions are needed. Professional project management is no longer effective if projects are managed in isolation, project team makes all, or by managed by meetings or by reporting. Stakeholders need continuous collaboration to achieve the project management goals, on quality, scope, time, cost, etc. In this hyper-connected world, continuous collaboration in projects means online collaboration to take informed decisions and propose actions proactively. Projects need this kind of distributed collaboration, especially. Organizations need agile transparency mechanisms on project statuses, avoiding bureaucracy related to documentation or status meetings. They need online real-time reporting, instead. With PMPeople, projects are chartered properly, involving expert judgment, so that most value-adding projects are approved, minimizing non-value projects execution. Different roles use a common standard terminology, reducing workflows and documents, implicitly applying management frameworks despite not being experts, being able to manage projects using their mobile phone. Managers are to play a key role in the project economy. They can delegate the actual project management to professional project managers, but they also need to perform the strategic part of the project economy. That is demand management and project prioritization, project portfolio and program management, value management, benefit realization, etc. Here we can review a few practical examples on how managers can perform some use cases in the project economy using PMPeople. To get the complete description, just download the manual for the functional manager role at https://bit.ly/PMPeople_FM_and. Functional managers have a quick access to the complete list of projects inside their business units. They can filter projects by several criteria to focus on the critical few. They can enter any project to monitor project details. Functional managers can monitor the funding performance of any project to make sure projects are eventually profitable. Functional managers can create or delete business units. Deleting a business unit is serious because all projects inside are also deleted. Each business unit can be set up with some parameters affecting all projects inside: email notifications, calendars, clients, phases, etc. Functional managers can set automatic email notifications, meaning that some people, according to their role in the project inside the business unit, will receive an email if some event happens. The work calendar identifies working days and shifts that are available for scheduled activities. Work calendars are set up for each business unit. A business unit can have one or many calendars, at least the base calendar, managed by PMPeople administrator. Functional managers can add and edit work calendars inside their business units. For each review date, functional managers can monitor project schedule and milestones, comparing schedule baselines to actual and estimated dates. For each review date, functional managers can monitor project cost using the standard earned value management. For each review date, functional managers can review a dashboard on each project status report. They can check the project global status summary, and also traffic lights for scope, schedule, and cost. Below, they can read status summaries for risks, assumptions, issues, and dependencies. Global status summaries for decomposing work packages can be read on the right. Functional managers can monitor charts for schedule status, cost status, team performance and funding performance. They can do this for each review date. Functional managers need to do all these things in the project economy. This is not an option. Companies will be distinguished by their successful projects. Projects will make the difference. PMPeople is the tool for professional collaboration in project management. Organizations need their projects profitable, strategy-aligned and value-adding. Top managers do not have time to manage each project crisis. Project management should be addressed professionally. PMPeople gets organizational project maturity to the next level, in an agile way, without changing organizational processes, nor adding more bureaucracy. People don't need to be trained or getting certified in project management. Costly PMO teams are not needed, either. PMPeople makes people start collaborating on projects, improving organizational project maturity, even for agile organizations, to lead the project economy. Say goodbye to uncontrolled projects, bureaucratic workflows, depending too much on individuals, unpredictability, etc. With PMPeople, your organization will close more projects successfully. Stop putting out fires. With PMPeople you will have more time to initiate, control and close more value projects in your organization. Start using PMPeople for free, for unlimited time and for any number of users. In premium organizations, only managers count as premium seats. Several roles: stakeholders, team members, sponsors and resource managers are always free. You can increase or decrease your premium seats according to the organization's actual needs. Premium organizations have access to our interactive support through Slack. Our servers are located in the European Union. This software can also be hosted on customer premises. Register for free at https://pmes.people.org.